Hello everyone, and today we are doing a tier list video on British trains in the UK. Now, we are including Irish Rail because, well, I let include everyone, and I personally have an obsession with Ireland at the moment, so don't be mad. These rankings will be based off of the fleet, so the trains that they use, and personal experience. So, let's get started. So our first TOC is Avanti West Coast. They do pretty good, actually. We've got Pendolino. They had Voyagers, which I've been on. I've been on both, actually. They're new trains I haven't been on. So, we're gonna... Overall, they're actually pretty good. Like, Pendolinos do have a really good, tilt and speed when they're tilting. So, for that, I'm going to put them in A. Like, I know Adventure West Coast isn't that best, according to some people, because of how hard the seats are. But other than that, they're cool. Right, C2C, they run on the South End of Main Line. I've only been on C2C once between Limehouse and Fenchurch Street, which are both in London. But I have a good fleet. The class 357s, they're alright. And they actually transferred their 387s to Great Northern, which I've also been on. So that's a big bonus. So I'm going to put them in B, because I've only... I'll put them in C. I've not been on them very often. Right, Chiltern Railways. This was the TSC I had a little bit of experience on, because I've recently been on them when I went to a Solihull. They're class 68 fleets. Absolutely wonderful. So yeah, that is that sorted. So I'm gonna put them in. I don't know. I'll put them in B for now. Wait, we need some music. Don't need music, don't. I can edit music and as I'm doing anything. Right, cross country. I've never ever travelled with across country before, but I've seen their fleet and they look pretty darn nice. They used to have HSTs, but now have Voyagers, but they've even got more Voyagers from Avanti West Coast. They've got turbo starts as well, like class 170. They're free painted today at 170 as well. Their fleet's alright. I've seen them quite a lot. But people say that the trains do get a little bit overcrowded, so I'm gonna put them in C for now. Right, East Midlands Railway. Here's where the tricky part comes in. Because although I've travelled with EMR twice, once to Leicester and once to Sheffield, and then the third time next month when I go to Derby, both times I've had these recent experiences I've had with them, not the best. And if you want to know why, there's always been delays every time I've travelled with them, and it's not very nice. So for that, I'm just going to put them in D, because although their fleet is nice, the Meridians, the 360s, the Sprinters, 170s, etc., etc., the trains that they use are nice, but their regular service on the Midland Main Line is absolutely disgusting.
Disgusting!
Right, Grand Central. Grand Central is alright. They have the 180s, which I must say they're quite fun to I wouldn't even say use the word fun really, but whatever. So Grand Central is alright. It's not the best, and it's not the worst. They do have 2 Voyagers that came from Avanti West Coast, and apparently they're ordering new trains, which are IETs for God knows. And also they are planning to run services between Brighton and Newcastle. So I'm gonna put you in. I've had experience with them once. I'm gonna put it in B. Right, Greater Anglia. I've recently been on this with their 745s, and obviously I've driven the 317 and Class 90 in Train Simulator. That's another factor. Their Class 745s are alright, and the fact that I've got the raised seating levels under the bogies for trains, and along with them being made by Stadler in Switzerland, that gives them a little bit of a bonus point too. So B. I've been on enough times. Right, finally a local TOC, Great Northern. I've had the most experience with this one because I've been on them like several times. Like they used to have really good trains like the 313, 317, the 365, which you probably already know what that is. They now have Class 700s, Class 717s, and Class 387s. I'm being transferred from Great Western in terms of being transferred from on C2C and Greater Anglia. So for that, I'm going to put them in. Oh God! I'm going to put them in A with Advantage because I've had them. Right, Great Western Railway. I went on them when they were called First Great Western up to Torquay, and they had HSTs a lot. And I must say, the HST were a blessing. Nowadays, I haven't really been on them really, actually. But other than that, alright. I've given 800 Train Simulator and the 387 in Train Simulator as well. Also, they're planning to introduce the 375s to replace the HSTs. Uh-oh. So I'm gonna put them in C with the other two because I haven't really been on the model one. Right, whole trains. They used to have Class 182. I haven't really been on them really, actually. But I've seen them around. They have Class 800s. But so for that, I'm going to put them in D because I've barely had any experience with them. Right. Another local one. LNER. This one I can have a lot of fun with because I've been on them several times, both between Stevenage and London, along with between Stevenage, York and Leeds. So, and they've got a really good train on their fleet, the Class 91 electric locomotive. If those of you who live on the East Coast of Maryland, you've probably already seen what that is and what it sounds like. And if you've been one, congratulations, you're in my good book. But they also had HSTs, which I haven't been on. I've driven it in Train Simulator, sorry. But I've been on the Azumas, so the Class 800s and the 801s. They're alright. Like really, the like onboard catering, cafeteria section. It's cheap. It's really good. The seats, however, they're alright. They're bearable, but Royal Journey to Edinburgh on that thing, probably not. But I will first time putting them in the S tier because they're on my local line, obviously. What do you think? Right, London North Western Railway. You see me drive under North Western Railway twice in Train Simulator, both in my Zatsu stream and in my debut stream back in January. They use Class 350s and now they use Class 730s to replace the Class 319s on the line between London, Euston and Tring, Milton Keynes, etc. I have a brilliant for that, and they have 350 of what I thought in the Eurovision livery, which I absolutely fucking love. So for that, A tier. Right, Lumo. I've only been on Lumo within like one day, both on the way to Newcastle and on the way back from Newcastle. The journey to Newcastle was alright, like it was quiet, it was early morning, but on the way back, really jam-packed that thing. Also, not to mention that the 803s that Lumo used to sell like 5 coaches when it really should be 9, especially if it's the journey between King's Cross and Edinburgh. Not a good start, Lumo. So for that, D tier. Right, Northern. Alright, we're back as a PNG. My computer froze again. I guess my computer hates stream, I guess. So you were seeing me like this until I get better stream equipment. Right, where are we? Right, I'm doing Oswestern Railway and Lumo are gonna go in and Right, Northern. I have experience with them but when I went to Barnsley. And their 150s are alright. Their class 195, they're also alright. I've driven their 1516 train simulator. So with that, we go in B. Right, ScotRail. Well, I haven't really been on ScotRail quite that much apart from train simulator. I haven't really seen them in real life either. So, we are gonna go in the, we've been to Scotland. Southeastern. What do we do with Southeastern? Right, so they have B465, both the Hitachi and the Metcon motors. They've got 7 attempts along with Electra Stars, which I've been in all of them really, including Javelins. So we are going to put them in only person trained to set going up, so S for Southeastern. Good job with it. Right, Southern. They used to have class 455, they don't anymore, they all ran by Electra Stars. Unfortunately, along with the occasional 171s going I don't know where, but I have been on them a couple of times between London Victoria and the London Bridge. First class is really, so A tier. Right, no, fitness C, because I've only done like short distances, not like really long journeys with them. Southwestern Railway, where do we go from here? I've been on them quite a couple of times really, up to Guildford and Woking. They're alright. I've even been inside the cab of a class 455 that was parked at Guildford. And I'm like, thank you to the driver who let me do that. Really good job to do. Right, okay, forget what I said. Southwestern Railway, they're alright. They've got 455s. They've got 458s as well, as long as... Okay, they used to have the Wessex Electric, so 442s. Every single train will be replaced by class 701s, like what the fuck. So for that, I'm going to put them in C. TfL! I don't think we are going to include it because we're only counting mainline services only. F to TfL. No offence, but we're only counting mainline services. So no underground or Elizabeth line. Right, Transport for Wales. I have seen them quite a lot really. I've seen them in Chester, Crewe. Where else have I seen them? Oh yeah, I've seen them in Birmingham as well. But yeah. So their fleet is alright. I've got the 175 in Central, that I've been driving out quite a lot. Spoiler, a bit extreme, so I'm gonna put them in C tier. No, B tier, sorry. Another local one, Thameslink. I've had the most experience with this one because when it comes to their God all everywhere, they only use 700s. They used to have class 319s and 377s before they all gone. So with that, I'm put them in A tier. Trans-Pennine Express. Yeah. I've seen them around. But only their class 800s. But I've seen their 397 in Preston, which look pretty nice. Also A tier for them. Right, on to the last one for the UK. Western Midlands Railway. I have seen them around at Birmingham New Street and at Sandwell and Dudley. They have pretty good trains. They used to have 323s, which most of them went to Northern. They have 730s, which are in service for in and out of London. They also have 196s, which do run between Shrewsbury and Birmingham. They've also got 172s, which I've seen in Solihull. Both the electrics are looking ones, so the -2, and the god awful 172 from London Overground. So just for the 323s, S tier. Right, so those are the rankings for the UK TOCs. Now, if you just give me just a moment. I will get up the tier list for the Irish part of the video. Oh, no, this one's actually quite big, actually. This one's huge. Oh wow, there's not many as well. So I'm gonna put all the ones I don't know in F tier. Well, below F tier. This one actually runs services from Dublin, Houston, to Limerick. I've not been to Ireland, but I know the service they run on. So with that, we go in the Britain say, because they look quite nice as well. They're class 66s, but slightly wider. Moving on to the 8500, which runs on the Dart. And let's be real, these absolutely look amazing. They look like the train that runs on the Hamburg S-Bahn in Germany. So with that, B tier, because also electric. Oh, Enterprise. Enterprise can go immediately in the S tier, mainly because they have coaches that look almost like the Eurostar coaches. Also, they run into the UK as well. They run between Dublin, Colony, and Belfast. So looking at Drogheda, Dundalk. I think there's another station. Oh yeah, Newry and Portadown. Before Belfast, of course. Oh, my favourite train's coming up. The 29,000 class. Instant double S plus tier, because I want these things in Train Simulator. These look cool. The delivery they carry absolutely stunning. Some of them make, as I said, departing, but they sound like almost like cross between 175s and 175 170s and 150s. Forget my words out correctly. But these things are pretty much equivalent to a diesel class 323 in Ireland. They also run between Drogheda and Dublin Colony. No, Connolly, sorry. Get my words out right. I think they run until Rosslare as well, I'm not too sure, but hey, let me know. Right, moving on to another show which I don't know. This is practically the same one, but the other way around. I'm going to put also that into here. The front one's kind of flat as well. So this one is pretty much equivalent to the class 91 and the class 68 that we have in the UK. Except these ones are, they do have DVTs, but they use the, I think, class 201s. Right, another Irish train that I know pretty well. The 22,000 class. These run pretty much everywhere in Ireland. They're pretty much the equivalent, if not the one class of the 175 and the 180. Instant god tier as well. That's a freight train, right? The 81,000 class that runs also on the Dart. I don't know where they run from, but they definitely run within the Dublin area. They can go in A tier because they sound like 1972 stocks. What the fuck is that? And that's tram. Right, so for the Irish trains, the passenger service trains go higher. There's nothing in D, E, or F. But that's how we roll. But to make the video a little bit longer, here's a plot twist. Let's go to South Country Railway. Give me just a moment. Do what? 1, 2. That's Stafford Express. We need SCR, all SCR train. Oh, is it all outdated? Hang on a minute. Okay, so that concludes the video. I couldn't find an SCR tier list that was up to date. But yeah, that is our video for today. Hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you in the next stream, whenever that is. You'll see me at the PNG again, because I don't want my PC to freeze while I'm recording. So yeah, have a good day.
Hi, I didn't see you there on this video. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you click subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Please, it's all I've got in life. Please click it. I'm not going to ask again. Please click the subscribe button and the bell. No, don't think you can just subscribe to this channel. That's not enough. Hit the bell.